Welcome back to Otter Nation News, where we give you the Otter's latest. Back in September, we had a great homecoming. One of the homecoming traditions is Spirit Week. We had many fun theme days for Spirit Week, such as Barbie Day,
Blue and White Day,
Beach Day,
and many more. And additionally, there was the OV raft race with over 6 participants.
Who won, Brendan?
There was this team that bought the raft from their older brothers who'd used it to win several years ago. They're middle schoolers, so.
So it sounds like you didn't win. Some other great homecoming traditions include the football game, the dance, obviously. There are a lot of sports all around that play for homecoming weekend. This includes the field hockey faculty versus team game. Talking about football, Mr. Keith is now going to talk to us about the Hall of Fame that we have for Otter Valley students.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Rivera, and I am here with Mr. Keith. Mr. Keith, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Stephen Keith. I'm the Activities Director here at Otter Valley. I've been here for 12 years and happy to keep going.
12 years, so that means you were here when we first started doing homecoming, right?
Correct. So homecoming was a ceremony of activity kind of displayed together that started before I began as Activities Director, and it's a great weekend of games and activities for all of our kids to attend, to watch, to support their classmates. You know, we have a lot of games, but also different organized activities. So Friday we start with faculty field hockey game. So our faculty gets out and plays field hockey against our varsity team, and that tradition is almost 35 years old. So that's been probably the longest homecoming tradition that we have. That game began way back when Lisa King, who was here, started it. And it kind of has gone every year since then. So we start with that. We play a soccer game. We rotate boys and girls on Friday afternoon, and that's a 4:30 game typically. And that game goes through. All of our teams are able to go watch, be part of it, kind of fill the stands. And then we have a spaghetti dinner that's put on by our booster clubs on Friday night. That's open to all of our athletic teams, JV and varsity, about 125 kids, 125 athletes. And then we head out to a bonfire in the parking lot. So the bonfire used to be out on the outfield of the baseball field, and they decided to put it in the parking lot, a little bit more centralized, and all the kids come out after the spaghetti dinner and they're able to enjoy some music, some fire, about an hour or so, and then we head out to get rest for the next day. So the next day's full of games. Starts with a soccer game, whichever team didn't play Friday night plays Saturday. That rotates every year, so teams get a chance to play each day. And then followed by a field hockey game, and then when that concludes, we end with our football game, so in the afternoon. That game is all set, follows by the homecoming dance. Homecoming dance is usually 7 to 9 here in the gymnasium or out front. And then Sunday, we have a raft race. It takes place up on Route 73, and that race has gone on for, that's a 30-plus year race as well. And so that had as many as 60 to 70 rafts at its height, and I know it's been between anywhere from 8 to 10 in that range now.
Wow.
So it's a great weekend.
Yeah. What do you think the significance for homecoming is for either the staff or the faculty or the student body?
It's a great question. I think, from a faculty and staff standpoint, it's a great time to get out and see a lot of the kids in different venues that they do every day. So each day you see them in class, you see them at lunch, and I think it's nice to go out and see them in a casual environment, go out, watch them play, cheer them on, show support, kind of brings the community together from the school district. And then for an athlete standpoint, it's great to be able to go out and watch your fellow athletes all the time. Normally, you're practicing each day. You have games each day. Teams can't always go watch each other play. And the younger athletes get a chance to come spend a whole day here, watch a bunch of games, have a great experience, and kind of see some success about what we want to have from our programs.
Thanks. So moving on, what is the Hall of Fame and how did that get started?
So the Otter Valley Hall of Fame was started school board approval 7 years ago, and Charlie Rivers, who was an avid Otter Valley fan, former graduate of here, he was an athlete who participated in events here. He came to us with the idea of putting together a Hall of Fame and honoring those athletes and teachers and school staff, administration, a large variety of people who had an impact here at Otter Valley, and putting them together in a group, bringing them together on once a year to induct a class of 12 or so individuals or teams or athletes or admin that had that impact. And each year we would bring each class forward and have it at halftime of the football game. The past couple years we have not been able to have the ceremony, including this year, but we hope to bring it back for next year and have it back in a little different fashion, if that makes sense. So
Sounds like a great chance to show some Otter pride.
it's a great opportunity. The people come back. The first year we did it was a really cool story. It was a rainy Saturday, so it's a terrible day to have homecoming, but it worked out. And we had a big tent up, and the graduates, or the honorees, were all from, a lot of them were from the 1963 baseball team, first team that won a championship here. And it's pouring rain, and halftime we asked them, do you really want to go out there? And there was not a person who said no.
Lastly, we'll switch over to final interviews with some students involved in student council who care deeply about our school.
This interview is featuring Kylie Raymond and Rowan Steen.
So, Rowan, how long have you been in student council?
2 years.
What's your favorite part about student council?
All the people.
What about the people?
They're very nice.
What do you really want to achieve this year in student council?
Raising money.
What's your favorite thing that you've worked on this year so far?
Homecoming planning.
I'm currently here with Kylie Raymond, who's a proud member of student council.
Yeah,
What is your biggest hope to accomplish this year with student council?
have a really good project grad.
Kylie, my final question. What do you think is most important or most memorable about student council here at Otter Valley?
The way we all work together to raise money and how involved our teachers are helping us.
And that's all.
And that's the way it is. Signing off, Otter Valley.